Hey Libra, it's Kat here to do your August read. I'm going to start with some Palo Santo here. I already saged and meditated your cards, but I did do a reading before this, so I just want to clear the energies before I start on your reading. Hope your July is going well. I'm going to start with a Celtic cross reading, and then I'll go into some oracle cards for you guys and end with some advice. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, and those of you who are returning, welcome back. To everyone who has subscribed, liked, or commented below, I want to thank you. Big shout out to you. I appreciate your energy being with the channel. Appreciate your support more than you know. You've actually helped me get my website up and running so that I've been able to give personal readings, and interacting with you guys has been amazing. I love connecting with you guys. I love being able to help you. I love being able to answer questions. And that's what the channel is all about, quite frankly, is being able to connect with all of you, building the community. So thank you again for everything you've done and everything you continue to do. For those of you who are new, just know that this is a general reading for the general collective. If it resonates with you, great. Please leave comments below and let me know. If it doesn't, then please check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. Your moon sign is really about your emotional state. Your rising sign is about the reason that you're here. You know, some people call it the physical you. Well, sure, that's the you that you put out to the world. It's your ascendant. So it's how other people see you, but it's also why you've chosen this body, this path, this life, these parents, these relationships, you know, the lessons you chose to incorporate and learn from, so that you can move on further in your journey, your spiritual journey and ascension. So always a great thing to check out. And you might want to check out your Venus sign, because Venus controls love, right? So for me personally, my sun and moon is in Gemini. I always check out Aries, because that is my Venus sign. And I find sometimes with readers that if I'm looking for an answer in my romantic or love life, Venus, Aries really correlates with that more. So that might be something you might want to look into. Additionally, my moon sign is actually Gemini, so that resonates for me. But if it wasn't, I probably would check that out as well. Just depends on the month and what the reading is about as to whether or not my rising sign resonates more for me sometimes than my sun sign. And incidentally, if you don't know how to go about getting that information or looking that up, you can go on CoChart, download the app. It's a great app. You can connect with your friends. You can find out what their placements are in their natal charts. You'll get to understand and know them better as a result. And you'll get to know yourself better as well. And it will really help you when you're looking at readings to know those aspects, okay? So we're going to start here with the Celtic Cross reading. This is a traditional reading for those of you who don't know the Celtic Cross. The first card is the Querent. That is you. And the first card that you get is the Tower card. That is a disruptive change in your environment that is sudden and abrupt and unexpected. The change comes about because sometimes if you don't make the move yourself, the universe will move you, or it's a necessary thing that needed to happen in order for you to change your trajectory and get back on your path and purpose that you actually incarnated to follow. So, Tower card here, your obstacle here is the Four of Swords. And this is actually taking a time out, reconnecting with spirit, aligning with your higher power, something that is greater than yourself. And, you know, that can be whatever you choose for it to be. But this card in particular has a more traditional meaning. It's really aligning. The Three Swords are you. Okay, so it's aligning with your higher self as well, and connecting with that, getting to know yourself better. Sometimes this is the obstacle for the Querent, but since you're going through this energy, I think it's a necessary step for you to take a time out, Libra. Here you've got the, and tower moments aren't necessarily disastrous. Most of the time, they're just things that needed to change. And it can be something as simple as, you know, a loss of a job, or an offer of a new job that disrupts everything, you know, or having to move or relocate for a job, or someone comes back that you weren't expecting. It's that sort of thing. The Three of Pentacles here is really about you building your foundation. And it looks like you've been trying to build a foundation for yourself with someone else. The Three of Pentacles is you and them and somebody else, right? A higher power. This is more of a traditional reading in that respect. And I'm reading it that way because you've also got the 10 of Pentacles in your subconscious. So you're thinking of this individual, whoever it is that you're with, as your end game, right? This is the getting married, having kids, having a home, growing old together, leaving what you built over the course of your lifetime for your children and their children, and building that legacy. That's what this 10 of Pentacles is really about. And so I see you kind of in the recent past coming to the decision that that was the person you wanted to do this with, and you're thinking about that in your subconscious. This Tower moment of the sudden or abrupt change, I'm not sure what that is. You know, that could be almost anything. We'll try and figure out what that is, because you've got 4 of Wands here, and that is the traditional marriage card. And it's really the start of your life together as a couple. So my guess is there's either been, you know, something like a job, or dare I say something like, and normally it's something disruptive, but maybe that disruptive thing is actually a happy thing. And I'm not going to guess, but we'll see what the cards say when I get a clarification on that. I think I know. Queen of Pentacles in reverse right now. I think you're consciously worried about being too generous with your material funds. You know, Queen of Pentacles is very generous, emotionally generous, materially, gives away gladly and happily, and helps other people in their environment. And that is in reverse. And I think maybe right now you're trying not to give too much of yourself, because you've got all this other stuff that you're dealing with, and it requires your attention and your focus. Just be careful not to be too focused on money. That isn't the only thing that needs to be in place. You know, you got 10 of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So it feels to me like maybe you're over focused on the money aspect of the relationship and what needs to fall in place from a financial standpoint in order to make this desire happen. And just be careful about that, right? Creating tension and stress and undue stress on the relationship. Okay. You've got 4 Wands here in the upcoming future, and this is in the immediate future. And so we're reading for the month of August right now. So I see you with someone else who is your match, who is your soulmate, who you are interested in building this foundation with, who you want to eventually do this 10 of Pentacles situation with. You know, this is all very relational here. You've also got the Knight of Cups here in the reverse. So this is, Knight of Cups in the reverse is making an offer, right? Someone making an offer or offering an apology. This is an emotional offer. And this is your attitude right now. And it's almost like you're not giving of your emotions in the way that I would expect with this 4 of Wands here. And maybe it's because there's someone else in your field who is not the individual that you're working with, that you're not giving your emotions to. I'm not sure. We need to go through a little bit more of the reading here, and I need some clarification on that one as well. You've got the Hermit in your environment in reverse. And so it looks to me like someone may not have done enough work on themselves, and you're feeling it and you're seeing it, because I think that you have. And I think maybe you've had to take a time out here from all of your plans because you feel like they're not up to the challenge, or I shouldn't say that, but not up to thinking about the relationship in the same way that you're seeing it. So maybe you're being a little more reserved right now, a little more cautious with everything, because you're feeling like they haven't done enough soul searching, and they don't have kind of the, I won't say emotional intelligence, but the understanding of themselves enough to know why they are doing things and not doing things, and you can see it yourself. Okay. Here you've got the Hierophant in reverse, and it's interesting because this is in your hopes and fears, and this is here. So you've got the Hierophant reverse, which is traditional roles, marriage, you know, home and hearth, all this legacy stuff that you're thinking about down here. But it's in reverse in your hopes and fears. It's almost like, oh, you know, I hope we're still going to get married. I hope we'll get married someday. You know what I mean? Maybe this is engagement, maybe it's not, but maybe you're just talking about marriage. But there's a hope and a fear here around this. I don't know if you're worried about getting married to this individual or if you're actually hopeful that you will and you want that traditional foundational, we actually get married. We don't just start a family and have kids and do this whole thing without actually having that those traditional rules established, because that's kind of what this card is about in the spot for you, I think. You guys can let me know how many of that resonates with you. And then you've got the Two of Wands here. So you've got two paths before you, and one is going down this path with this individual, the way that you've been talking about it with them and how it's being laid out in front of you. And the other path is to go your own way, because you've got the world in your hands here and you've got passion to do things in your life. I think you see that there's more for you than necessarily what is here. And you're trying to make up your mind, right? And you haven't really said what it is that you're thinking about. And you have the Seven of Swords here as the third card in the deck, and then the Fool. So this I need to get clarification on, because this almost says to me, I'm not saying what I think. I'm not saying what I want to say. I'm holding my tongue because I'm afraid that I'm not going to get to this traditional marriage place rule, whatever it is that I want, if I say what I need to say. But then this is almost like I'm kidding myself here, though. Am I kidding myself here, though? Right? And then the Fool is, well, I'm just going to take that leap of faith. And sometimes the Fool throws caution to the wind and says, I'm not going to worry about the consequences. Let them fall where they may. I'm just going to forge ahead and do this thing, right? Even though you've got these two in reverse, right? And you've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I think there's some concern here for you. And you've got the Knight of Cups in reverse, too. There's some concern here for you on an emotional level, on a financial level, on being able to speak your truth and say what it is that you're concerned about or worried about, and having that open, honest communication, because you're either lying to yourself and kidding yourself about what's really transpiring here, or, someone else is lying, cheating, stealing, right? But I think that there's definitely some kind of like throwing caution to the wind and just jumping in blind here. Yeah, and then I get the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Five of Swords in the upright, which is winner at all costs. Someone is going to walk away feeling defeated. So, and this is being emotionally or mentally bound and tied up when really they're free and breaking out of that. So, and then under that was the Nine of Cups, and this is being self-sufficient and loving of the self. So, before we go there and we go down that road, let's see what else is going on here with spirits. If we get any clarification on where they're coming from in this situation, because it's pretty clear where you're coming from. Spirit, can you give me some insight for Libra here on their partner's thoughts? Like, where are they coming from? What's their story, Spirit? What's their story? High Priestess in reverse. So again, you get the Hermit in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse, and it's like they're not tuned into their own intuition. They're not tuned in to the whys of why they're doing things. It's that emotional intelligence situation going on here. Being disconnected, not having the same intuitive powers that you have here. What else about their partner? Libra's partner, please. What else about Libra's partner? You guys are always concerned about being fair, and so I think sometimes you're not saying what's on your mind. Hanged Man. Yeah, they're stuck, I think. I think they're trying to gain some clarity. Temperance is in reverse, though. They don't have much patience for what's going on here, and I don't know what that's about. Just got Ten of Cups came out in reverse. Yeah, the Chariot. I think they're stuck. I think they don't know how to move on, and I don't know if they know for sure if this is their Ten of Cups with you. This is emotionally fulfilling with them. They just want a victory here. And I don't feel that they feel that this is fair and just and reciprocal as much as maybe you do. And I know Libras are very attuned to what is fair, and wanting to be fair and wanting to be just in a relationship. And maybe they feel like there's some pressure here to move forward in this, and you don't have any patience for the situation and just giving them some time. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to get some romance angels for you guys. Hold on a second. Let's see what we got here. Spirit, can you give me some more insight with the romance angels, please, for Libra? More insight for Libra, please. Anything for Libra that you would like to have them know? Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond will deepen. So there's definitely some fundamental conversations that aren't happening at the level that they need to right now. It's clear to me that there's some communication issues that are happening. You guys need to get to know each other better, and that's trusting each other enough to be your true selves with one another, right? Okay. Anything else for Libra and their partners, please, Spirit? Anything else for Libra and their partners? They definitely want to be victorious with you, Feels like they are in this to win this. I just don't know if they feel like they're being given a fair shot here. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. All right. I'm going to get a shadow oracle for you guys based on that card. Maybe there are some things here that you feel are red flags in the relationship that give you pause. Anything, what would their partner want to say? I know. Love myself enough to walk away. Maybe that's you, Libra. Anything else for Libra Spirit? Oh my goodness. I know more than you think. I understand you better now. Hope you're happy for me. Interesting. Let's get the hidden truth here. What else we got for Libra here? What else for Libra? I know more than you think. Finding out the truth crushed me. We will be together again. You speak to me through music. I almost get the sense that there might be another party here, only because you've got your Knight of Pentacles not giving emotions here. You speak to me through music and we will be together again. This feels like someone from the past, not someone that you're with. Right? That's what this feels like. Someone from the past, not someone that you're with. All right. Well, based on that, I'm going to get Wisdom of the Oracle out so we can see what that's about. Everything else made sense to me until we got to these, because it almost feels like there's a third party here that you're not connecting with because you've made your choice on this other individual that we've been talking about. And I think they're kind of waiting in the wings here. I don't know. It's very odd. Let's get Wisdom of the Oracle. I know more than you think makes sense to me. I understand you better now. I hope you're happy for me. Maybe they have something else going on for themselves. and you're not expressing that you are okay with it. But the we will be together enough. Again, this almost feels to me like you. And finding out the truth crushed me. Huh. Maybe there's something you haven't told them, right? Is that part of what you're not speaking to them about? I don't know. Buy the book. Yeah. This is about traditional roles, being traditional, saying all the things that you should say, following the rules here, and sticking with, traditional roles in a relationship. Treasure Island. Blessed. Huh. Okay. All speaks to your current relationship, I think. I do feel like there's another party in here, guys. I feel like the last time we did a reading, there's another party we were speaking about. I was kind of waiting in the wings, and I wonder if that's what this is about. You know what I mean? What the oracle cards are about. That's that person talking. And I don't know. I don't know if you still have a connection with them, and that's why you're not fully invested here. So buy the book. Abide by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs and universal laws. And you also got the Hierophant reverse, that you were afraid that that wouldn't happen. So that's interesting. The law of abundance and the law of prayer, the law of karma and the law of attraction, the law of thought and the law of compensation, right? So basically it's saying everything that you do or say has an equal consequence. Every action you take, right? This is about karma. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being a rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow rules, even if they don't make any sense to you. Release resistance for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to these laws, and it will be easy to go by the book. Again, this is about the law of attraction. So these two cards are both about the same thing. The law of attraction, the law of karma, right? What you bring about, whatever you think about, you bring about, right? So if you think something's going to go south, it goes south, right? You have to take that leap of faith and believe that it's going to happen in divine timing, and maybe getting to know each other better on a deeper level and talk about your fears. Your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that at the moment. Oh, there we go. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves. And here we go, right? Getting to know each other. You need to talk about your innermost selves. And this is about getting to know each other as well. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance will bloom and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you the great gifts and valuable lessons that you need. Keep your heart open. This message of this card is to celebrate love and what it's going to teach you. And then blessed. So everything is positive. I just think in these oracle cards, I think we're getting the message from the person who's in the wings. And I think we've talked about that individual before. And I would kind of caution you not to let them pull you off your trajectory right now with this other individual, and focus on having a heart to heart with the person that you're with and not somebody else. Do you know what I mean? Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected and that is unforeseen is a gift from spirit. So what I was going to say here when I saw the tower moment was actually that maybe you're experiencing some kind of blessing, like possibly a pregnancy, because you've got the Ten of Pentacles and you've got the Four of Wands and you've got the marriage card over here and you've got the Tower card. And I think in this case, the Tower card is really sudden and abrupt change that comes from, having three of you instead of two of you, because you started out with this Three of Pentacles. There are some moments in life when, out of the blue, it seems everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. So I think that that's going to come out. And I also think that, you know, when that happens, if that's what's going on with you guys will have to let me know in the comments for those of you with whom this resonates, and you get into that more traditional role. I think that those things will happen, right? Those more traditional roles and aspects that you're worried about over here are actually happening for you with this person. I think that when that happens, if that happens for you, in the upcoming future, that will take care of itself. I do. I think it will take care of itself. But I do think you need to talk about all of your fears and hopes and desires with one another. Okay? Right? Okay. I'm going to end it there, Libra, and hopefully we can get more information on this Oracle business for these cards here mid-month. We'll see what else is going on. But I do expect that you're going to have some thing happen that talks about traditional rules, you know, marriage, doing things by the book, right? Being blessed, Treasure Island, all that good stuff. And you've got this tower moment here that I think is going to be sudden and abrupt change. But, you know, I don't usually say this with the tower, but I do think in this case, that sudden and abrupt change that changes everything is going to be something good. I do. I think it's going to be something good. So I hope that's the case for those of you who want that. And then it works out for you. And if it resonated with you, let me know, because I'm very interested to see who this is resonating with out there in the Libra Collective. Okay, guys? Take care. Love you guys. And I will talk to you mid-month. I'll probably do something before then, some kind of love reading or something. I'm not sure. But if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button on the way out so you can know when I upload again. And I will talk to you later. Bye, Libra.